jet ski, it's stretching me out, but it ain't wearing me thin. Trying to be stupid, rich like Harris.
What's going on YouTube? It's your man Black Sage 21 and it is time. It is high time I have done a video. It's been longer than I can even remember. I'm so bad, and part of the reason why it's been so long since I've done a video is because my internet was acting up. And I'm very particular when it comes to Call of Duty. I'm very particular to my setup, what size TV I use. I'm kind of a perfectionist when it comes to all this stuff. So I haven't been playing much since it's been out because my internet has been, acting janky. It kind of discourages me. I talked about it in one of my videos in the past where, you know, depending on how familiar you are with the game and how it plays and, what a good connection feels like, it's very easy to pick up when something's not right. And you'll get deaths that you shouldn't get, and it makes you feel like, man, you suck. So it pisses me off when my internet's not working right, and it took me quite a while to get everything straightened out. But everything's good now. Everything is good now, and I'm gonna start making some videos because I have a lot to talk about. So let's get into it. All right, this is one of those maps that when I very first started playing it, I'm like, man, this is a big map. I naturally kind of don't like love big maps just because it's a lot of sniping. There's a lot of use of assault rifles, long to mid-range weapons, which I don't really prefer using. Not that I can't. I just me. I like using my submachine guns. And in the past, getting sniped is one of my most hated ways to die. But in this game, people weren't sniping nearly as much. As a matter of fact, I have seen probably like 5 snipers today, and I've been on pretty much all day. Which, I don't know how the sniper community feels about Black Ops 3, but I'm enjoying not getting sniped all the time, especially not getting quick scoped. So, with that being said, I started, trying to learn this map, what's the best way to play it. There's a couple things I've noticed about Black Ops 3. Number one, you can't just use any old weapon on any old stage. You can, but it's not like you could in the past where you could pretty much dominate on any stage with any gun. I mean, you can, but it's not just as simple as picking up the gun and dominating. I actually personally had to devise a strategy. Now, this may not be for everybody. Maybe some people were able to just pick up whatever gun they want and just, rape. But for me to consistently do well on a map of this size, I had to break the map down into manageable quadrants. And that's kind of what I do. When I look at this map, I don't look at it as, man, this is one big map. I look at it as, 3 or 4 smaller maps. I have a couple areas that I like to consistently stay in. This house that I'm in right now is one of them. And I also run a very particular um, perk setup where, I've got enhanced enemy footsteps, and then I also silence my footsteps. So it makes it very easy for me to hear enemies running around in the house. I also have that sixth sense on, which allows me to pick up on their whereabouts, if they're on the other side of a wall. So using that, staying in the house or maybe this area right here, this is another area I like to stay in, this little warehouse, whatever, and I can hear everything. Now, I will say I do use a headset, and I use a pretty good headset, and so that may allow me to be able to hear things that you can't hear with a normal TV. That may not be in your best interest to use um, the perk that allows you to hear enemy footsteps. That's on you guys. You got to decide that for yourself. But for me, I like to, like I said, I stay in a quadrant. I use those perks, and it enhances my ability to hear and figure out where the enemy is, and that kind of shrinks the map for me. I don't really like running around crazy like you might see in other gameplays, or you might see in the past in other Call of Duties. You won't just see me just constantly running around. I tried that, and I was getting destroyed. It was frustrating, and I'm trying to figure out what's going on. So I typically like to patrol the area for a period of time, and once the enemy finds out I'm there, I'll move, because the way that they spawn in this game and the way your team moves, if your team moves in the right way, you can end up with the whole enemy team spawning on you. So you can't really stay in one spot too long unless you've got different layers, which this house kind of provides that. It allows me to go in and out, up and down, and I can hear everything going on around me, so it makes it easy for me to move around and get good games. Anyway, this is just a little quick, hey, I'm back. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to comment, rate, subscribe, and holla at your boy, Sage.